What if I told you that you've been lied to about NFL contracts your entire life? Let me explain. When teams sign players, all headlines read the highest value of the contract, for obvious reasons. So what do I mean by the highest value? Simply put, it's the most amount of money that a player can earn under that specific contract. And most media outlets don't share the whole story. They don't talk about the immense risk that the players are undertaking and the likelihood of them getting paid out, which is very low. So let's begin to understand why that actually is. Most NFL contracts include their salary, like a normal person, like you and I, however, significantly larger. They get paid in 18 installments for the 17-game season, and even that can kind of get a little screwy at times. It also includes guarantees, options, and a ton of different types of bonuses that the players can collect throughout the lifetime of the contract. Salary is just the amount that they get paid for that year, just for being on the active roster. For example, a 3-year, $15 million contract will figure out to $5 million in salary per year. Except wrong again. Because of the cap, many teams move around money throughout the lifetime of the contract. That's why you'll learn in this video right here who actually makes the most amount of money in 2022. So using that 3-year contract from before, the structure could work out so that they receive $2 million in year 1, $6 million in year 2, and $7 million in year 3. A very backloaded contract. It's still the 3-year, $15 million contract, but money is moved around so that they can afford to fit under the salary cap and sign different players to really make a run at the Super Bowl. Recently, the Rams and the Chiefs have really done the best with this and leading to Super Bowls in the process. So what happens if a player gets hurt in year 1 and only gets $2 million? Well, that's where guarantees come in. Teams can guarantee some of the money in the contract, and some players even more recently have been getting fully guaranteed contracts. But generally, it's a portion. There are guarantees for skill, for cap, and for injury. And if it is fully guaranteed, then it's guaranteed for all 3 of them. So using that contract from before, the 3-year $15 million could have $8 million guaranteed, meaning the first 2 seasons. So if the player did get hurt in year 1 and they couldn't fulfill the rest of the contract, they would still be given the extra $6 million in year 2, even though they got injured. However, they would still miss out on the $7 million in the final year. Rarely is it ever that simple, and even still that's a bit convoluted, but for the sake of this video, we're gonna work with middle school math and go into the finer details another time. Are you starting to understand guarantees yet? Well, here come the options. The team can choose to put in a team option into their contract, meaning that when that specific year arrives, the team has an option of whether or not they want to release the player or keep him on board. That way, if a player is really stinking it up, they can let go of that player with no penalty. It's a really great way for teams to maintain control over their best players and minimize the risks, God forbid they go downhill or get injured. A lot of times players take these deals because they have blind confidence and believe that they're going to be the next great one. As they should. Otherwise, what's the point of playing? However, it's incredibly easy for teams and agents to sell that this is a great idea because they're instilling that confidence in their players and really almost promising at times that they're going to be paid out. But it doesn't always work that way. And in leagues like the MLB, even players have options. For example, Jacob deGrom has a player option on the New York Mets. So following this 2022 season, he's expressing his right to become a free agent and not remain with the team. Now, he may re-sign in a restructured deal, but regardless, the Mets have to re-sign him. On that same staff, Chris Bassett has a mutual option, meaning both the player and the team have the choice to maintain their relationship or go separate ways. In the NFL, teams really hold the majority of the power. It's kind of crazy. Though over time, working with the NFLPA, players are beginning to gain some control. Another way players get paid in contracts are bonuses. There are signing bonuses, roster bonuses, workout bonuses, and really a bunch of different bonuses that you can hit throughout the year. A lot of them are incentive-based, so for example, if a receiver hits 100 receptions, they get an extra $1 million. Again, a really basic concept, but there's so much different language in each player's contracts that the media doesn't completely show, so you think they're getting $500 million when $240 million of that are in incentives or bonuses. Now, signing bonuses are given as the contract's signed and they're fully guaranteed, so there's no concern in that. While roster bonuses are given if the player is still on the active roster at a chosen date in the future. These are very common with depth pieces and special teams because a lot of times they move around to different organizations throughout the year, so teams avoid having to pay them that extra bonus, while at the same time making the contract seem nice and juicy up front, getting the player to sign it, the agent to be excited, and the media to pop off. A workout bonus is given to you basically if you just show up. And a lot of players have been leaving this on the table in the last few years, so it's become increasingly popular to get the players that are maybe holding out to actually come to practice because they're getting paid. All in all, there are a tremendous amount of nuances in NFL contracts. So when you see a headline, just know it's probably not telling the full story. So when players hold out or demand more security, try not to blame them and put yourself in their shoes. Sure, they're making incomprehensible money to play a kid's game, but I promise you that way over the majority are more than thankful for the opportunities and the life that they live. And I know for damn sure that if you were in their shoes and you had that opportunity to go get more security for your future, your family's future, and your legacy, I know that you'd do it. And as far as GMs taking advantage of players, I mean, that's part of the game, baby. Get some better education or hire a better attorney. Ending it here. If you'd like a deeper dive into NFL contracts, the salary cap, how it works from a team perspective, or anything that your mind fires up, be sure to leave a comment down below and I'll consider it for a future video. Mike Rochenko on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, as well as Mike K Talk on TikTok. I'm on TikTok, never thought I'd be. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that like button, subscribe as always, ring the notification bell to be notified on all things sports business. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much.